Real talk.
That's it!
Yun!
Medyo upgraded na tayo. Medyo revamp.
Tingnan mo naman yung set.
Happy birthday! Diba?
Quality ng video
Parang sa
and
face.
sound, di ba?
That's true, bro.
Siyempre.
No. So we're very happy to announce that, this is not discontinuing what we have been doing. This is leveling it up. So we now have a partnership between, of course, our Project Pilipinas. It's a project I'm very proud of because, I and Mark come from very different background. We don't necessarily share, all political beliefs, etc. But we have managed to work together for almost 2 years. Kaya napansin namin siguro panon na para mag next level. So this is in partnership with
Scott Media.
Right.
So, nandito tayo sa Scott Media.
Yeah.
Ang ganda nung set nila.
So thank you very much to our Friendster. But, just to be clear, as always, we keep our complete independence here, etc. And we hope to continue, as perfect as possible, the non-partisan, non-polarizing. Once in a while, there'll be Bardagulan. It's real talk.
Basta
after
para sa bayan.
Yeah. Seriously, diba, Mark, I think we're here not only not to burn bridges, but to build bridges, no? And I'm very proud to know that we have followers from all across the world and different camps, right?
We're trying to raise the level of discussion.
Right.
Diba? On issues, on personality. Diba? Yung bardagulan pero with respect. And,
right. With heart. With the heart, yeah. Bardagulan with the heart. Now, as our kind of a first icebreaker episode, no? What we were thinking about was, let's get down to it. Yeah.
Ito na.
It's happening. Di ba? Yan ang pinag-usapan natin. That's it. Yeah.
We're still 5 years away.
Yes.
Pero nasisimula mo nang maramdaman yung init.
Yes.
So mga possible na magkakaharap-harap come 2028.
Ganun ka-advance mag-isip ang mga Pilipino, right? 2028. Ngayon pa lang inisip natin. Now,
but obviously in politics, Mark, I mean, your expectation about future shapes what you do today. Kasi
Mark, feeling ko maging big time yan in 5 years. Mabait na ako sa kanya ngayon pa lang, di ba? Or vice versa, di ba? So, it matters what are our expectation about 2028. Because if you think a person, we're going to talk about that person soon, is a shoo-in already, siya na yung next, siya na, you're going to treat that person differently, right? You're going to treat that person as the next president. Not only as, well, the vice president in this matter, right?
Yung iba, sinasabi nga, tumataya na.
Tumataya, exact, as early as now, right?
As early as now.
Now, I'm proud to say that, we were not only brave enough, but I think we were analytically sharp enough to already see what is the emerging rivalry for the next 5 years, which is
SARA versus Raffi Tulfo.
And we're not endorsing anyone, just to be clear about that. I saw on Reddit, a lot of people are making threads about me. And so I see some people are misconstruing that if we mention this person, that means we're no, that's not the case. I'm proud to say we have good connection with all sides, And don't worry, I'll talk about also Senator Riza Ontiveros. A recent column of mine actually also focused on there. So we'll discuss about that. So first of all, let's look at it. So there's a survey. It's not Pulse Asia. It's not SWS, but it's an online survey there, one of the surveys out there that kind of confirms what we have been suspecting for quite some time, which is not only is Raffi Tulfo going to be the top guy as far as the Senate is concerned, but it looks like he's more or less considered as the alternative to SARA at this point in time, right? What do you want?
Kasi people are looking at Raffi like he's the only one na may chance against SARA. For example, if you hold elections this week, di ba? Sinong politician ang merong chance na to go to head with SARA? And sa ngayon, si Raffi Tulfo yung nakikita at lumalabas sa mga survey, lumalabas sa online, sa comment section. So, nasisimula mo nang maramdaman. So, nagre-react na din yung mga iba't ibang kampo. Merong mga mas nagiging ina-accept si Raffi, meron din namang tumitira na.
Right.
And meron din,
also preempting Tulfo being the big alternative in that
I would see DDS going after Raffi Tulfo na. Because yun nga, syempre, ang in-expect nga, si SARA would be for 2028. Ang isa sa mga pinaka-critical kay SARA ngayon, si Mon Tulfo.
Right.
Ni Raffi Tulfo. Na kung iisipin mo, when there's a Tulfo in Malacanang, yung mga magkakapatid ang mamamayagpag. So, yun ang...
Right. So, we have a new Tulfo in the Congress also who could be a some would consider shoo-in for the Senate. In few years' time. Of course, I interviewed him in our different platform. I'm talking about Congressman newly minted Congressman Erwin Tulfo, who I think did a good job in DSWD. Congress, pero sa aking palagay, he did a good by the record of the SWD throughout the years, no?
And there are surveys na lumalabas senatorial placing him at number 1.
Right.
Diba? The same spot din kay Raffi nung mga surveys before.
Which was, there was a wrinkle in that projection when Robin Padilla came in, except Robin Padilla is kind of not there, right? Parang, I think ang problema is Robin Padilla was so invested in the federalism, Tatay Digong era kind of zeitgeist that medyo nawala siya doon sa momentum. Yeah. And pansin ko bro, Tulfo, one reason why he's doing very well is because he is at least appearing to strike a more independent streak, no? On many issues. And there are times that, his criticism, I'm not talking about the final vote, like Maharlika, for instance, but his criticisms kind of echo what the opposition or Lenny supporters or Senator Riza Ontiveros would think, right? Like, my convergence yan. So, one thing I can think about is yung criticism niya, for instance, dun sa ang laki ng share ng Chinese state-owned company dun sa National Grid, no? And these were concerns that not first raised by Tulfo, it was raised first by Rizal, but you could see that Tulfo will build on that. But the difference is because he's not opposition and he's kind of like the new big star, he has the ear of the president. And he has the ear of the president. And you could see the Marcos Jr. response to that. So like parang similar views sometimes, independent to a certain degree, but also has the ear of the president. So like, it ticks all the boxes, no? And then let's be honest, we have a macho culture, unfortunately, but it benefits the Tulfos because, there's this macho culture, etc. So while, you tell me, bro, mukhang Sara Duterte is kind of recalibrating her media strategy, right? She's not like her dad, a little bit, and then like Tulfo is getting all the media,
So sa first year, Sara was talagang,
disengaged
sa media. Walang vloggers, walang, very limited sa simula. And it makes sense then kasi less talk, less mistake. She is still the favorite. But I don't know kasi, Tatay Digong.
Ang dami mistake, pero ang dami rin points. You know what I'm saying? Like,
pero
iba. You're saying he's Digong is a singular phenomenon. For good or bad, depending on how you look at it.
So si Sara hindi masyadong wala masyadong ginagawang publicity. Every Senate hearing, pouncing on ako, personally, ang nagustuhan ko kay Raffi Tulfo, dahil dun sa show niya, I've always said this, meron siyang pulso ng masa. So, alam niya yung problema ng security guard, alam niya OFW, yung lingwahe, delayed sahod,
correct,
away sa barangay. So, yun ang advantage ni Raffi Tulfo talaga. Pero the thing is talaga, pagdating kay Sara, kaya siya ganun ka-confident. She knows na she has Vismin on her pocket.
Right.
Unless you can break her hold sa Vismin.
But that's the thing, diba? So, surveys suggest it's kind of looking like 35-40 to 30 or 30. Parang, it looks like the uni team essentially split between the two, right? Like, remember, 60-65 yung share ni SARA and BBM. Obviously, the kakamping camps will say, no, we don't believe those. But anyway, if you take the official numbers, it looks like Tulfo gets close to half of that, no? And my suspicion is the way it's looking is it's this more the BBM votes that is going to go to Tulfo, right? I mean, there's kind of like and some people from the other camps are more comfortable with Tulfo as an alternative to SARA. So, kasi may room pa si Tulfo eh. My sense is he can bring it to 40, even can bring it to 50. It depends eh. Hindi naman final. I think his range is something between 20 to 50. He can play that range, no? And Sarah's range could be also similar.
Same then.
And if both keep it at the minimum level of 25-30, then there's room for a third candidate or so to come in. And that's why I want to talk about Riza very shortly. Because as I said, this is a non-partisan, objective, but real talk conversation. But going back to this, so you're saying 2 leading candidates so far, seemingly at least, because we still need to see other surveys.
It's too early. So maraming pang lalabas dyan.
But I think...
สวัสดีค่ะนนท์นะคะวันนี้เราอยู่กับคุณเอยจากอายิโนโมโตะสวัสดีค่ะวันนี้คุณเอยจะมาพูดถึงโครงการเพื่อ
Our hunches, it makes sense, right? Our idea is that the two have completely different media strategy. One is full saturation. One is tactical engagement, but minimal, it's like exposure as much as possible. And each of them are keeping strong numbers, right? I think SARA is still very popular if you look at the, more known survey agencies out there. And in the case of Tulfo, he didn't top the Senate race. I think he was outmaneuvered. Number 3 lang yata siya, di ba? Number 3 lang yata siya. So,
number 2.
Two or something. Okay. But everyone's expecting number 1. So, and then now, he's by far, he's just, the whole Senate thing is not like a Raffi show. It's like an extension of that.
He is quietly expanding.
Yeah.
Okay? For example, yung wife niya is taga Isabela.
Right.
So, in Region 2, ang dami nilang activities doon.
Yeah.
Yung son niya is a congressman now sa Batasan sa Quezon City. So, meron sa
NCR.
Metro Manila. Tapos yung mga kakampi nila sa ACT-CIS, yung mga congressman ngayon sa Benguet.
Right, Cordillera region.
Cordillera region.
Exactly.
Tapos ang mga Tulfos is from Zamboanga.
Right.
So they have
and they also have an Ilocano background. Erwin told me, right? And not to mention Japanese background. the matapang, Yeah, so they have the Visayas background. They also have the Ilocano background. They have the NCR very strong, right? So
NCR very strong.
So they're competitive, right? In theory, they could be very, very...
He's building a network na, and parang it's unbelievable to see na Tulfo is now a major political.
But is it?
Family.
Yeah, I had discussion with our good friend si Lelo Claudio, right? And his point is, noon pa lang, si Idol lang, even before Tatay Digong, let's be honest, we knew Tulfo's more better than Tatay Digong. I think Tatay Digong, when he ran, just made the Tulfos realize wait lang, I think we can go for gold, right? Kasi there's an openness to this. Bakit kami dito sa media lang, when we can go all the way for governance, right? So my sense is, Rodrigo Duterte opened the space for this kind of a
strong
match.
Man.
Exactly, strong man.
Mahilig tayo sa mga strong man, And yun ang Tulfo. That's the Tulfo brand.
That's the Tulfo brand.
So, itong si Raffi ang pinaka, kumbaga palatable to different kinds of
people. He seems to be the more, I don't want to use the word sophisticated because Erwin also has his own points. He looks like the more median friendly, right?